So, have you ever stumbled across this idea from Bob Proctor? This 21-second prayer thing?
Oh, yeah, the one that supposedly brings results in, like,
Yeah.
24 hours.
Exactly. And the kicker is you're told, keep it quiet, don't tell anyone.
Right. It immediately makes you lean in, doesn't it? Like,
Mhm.
what's the secret?
It really does. And it plugs right into that question so many people wrestle with.
That feeling of, why does it seem so, I don't know, easy for some people? Like, they just attract good things, abundance, joy.
While others feel like they're constantly swimming upstream, just struggling.
Yeah, exactly. Is it just luck? Or is there something else going on, something we can actually understand and maybe even influence?
Well, that's exactly what we're diving into today. We're going to unpack some of these principles Bob Proctor taught. He was, a real giant in personal development.
Definitely. And it's important to frame this right, isn't it? This isn't superstition.
Not at all. It's really about understanding the connection between your mind, especially that powerful subconscious part, and what shows up in your life.
Proctor's whole thing was that your outer world is basically a mirror reflecting your inner landscape, your thoughts, beliefs, your emotional vibration.
Exactly. So, okay, let's tackle the obvious first thing. 21 seconds.
Right. It sounds, well, incredibly short,
Yeah.
especially when we're told big changes need big effort, long hours, all that.
It does feel a bit counterintuitive. How can something so brief actually move the needle?
Well, Proctor had this analogy, didn't he, about the mind being like a broadcasting station.
Yeah, constantly sending out signals based on what's happening inside your thoughts, feelings, beliefs.
So if you think of it that way, this 21-second prayer isn't about duration. It's about focus. It's like sending out a really, really concentrated signal.
A focused burst. I like that, like a laser beam instead of a scattered light.
Exactly. Think about tuning an old radio. You've got all this static, right?
Hmm.
But then you dial it in carefully to that one specific frequency, and suddenly, crystal clear music.
Oh, okay. So the prayer is like consciously, deliberately tuning your inner radio to the frequency of what you want.
Precisely. It's the intensity of focus, the purity of the feeling in those 21 seconds that matters, not just the clock ticking.
Okay, that reframes the time thing. Now, what about the secrecy, the don't tell anyone part? That's intriguing.
It is, isn't it? And you can look at it from a couple of angles, like psychologically and maybe even energetically.
Go on.
Well, think of a new intention, a big goal, like a tiny seed you've just planted. It's fragile at first.
Right, needs protection, needs the right conditions to sprout.
Exactly. So if you go telling everyone right away, especially people who might be skeptical or have their own doubts,
Uh-huh. They might unintentionally throw cold water on it.
pretty much their skepticism, their questions, even their well-meaning be carefuls, can act like, I don't know, bad weather for your little seed. It can interfere.
It can weaken your own belief, your own resolve, before it's even had a chance to take root.
Yeah. So keeping it quiet initially is like creating a little energetic incubator,
Hmm.
a safe space for your belief to grow strong on its own terms.
That makes a lot of sense, actually. Less about some magic rule, more about protecting your own focus and energy.
hmm So, okay, the other big promise, results in 24 hours. Let's manage expectations there a bit.
Yeah, probably a good idea. Are we talking lottery wins overnight?
Chuckle slightly? Probably not, though you
Right.
never know.
Yeah.
But more often, the initial results are subtler, but still significant.
Like the first signs that things are shifting.
Exactly. Think of it like the first few dominoes starting to tip over. You might get a sudden flash of inspiration, like an answer to a problem you've been stuck on.
Or maybe an unexpected phone call, an email, some small opportunity that seems aligned with what you were focusing on.
Yes, or even just an internal shift. Feeling a sense of peace you didn't have before, or surge of optimism, maybe noticing little synchronicities.
Those meaningful coincidences that kind of make you pause and go, huh, that's interesting.
Right. Those are the things to really pay attention to in that first 24 hours or so. They're signs the energy is moving. Acknowledge them. Appreciate them.
Okay, good. So subtle shifts, signs, being observant. Now, Proctor also talked a lot about something called the terror barrier, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, the terror barrier. That feeling you get when you try to step way outside your comfort zone.
That subconscious resistance pulling you back to what's familiar, even if familiar isn't great.
That's the one. It's like your internal programming trying to keep you safe by sticking to old patterns. Big changes can trigger that resistance, that fear.
So how does a tiny 21-second prayer fit in with overcoming that?
Well, the idea is that because it's short and focused and you do it consistently, it can sort of gently bypass the big alarm bells of the terror barrier.
Ah, so instead of trying to smash through the barrier head on, which can cause massive pushback.
Right. You're making these small, consistent deposits of the new reality into your subconscious. It's less threatening, more subtle.
Like gently reprogramming it over time without causing a huge internal freakout.
Kind of, yeah. But the key word there is consistency. Even
Yeah.
just 21 seconds, doing it daily is crucial.
That commitment matters. I remember Proctor used that story, didn't he? About the gold miner.
Oh, the 3 feet from gold story. Yes. Such a powerful illustration.
Remind us.
Well, this miner digs and digs, invests everything, gets exhausted, discouraged, and finally gives up. Sells his equipment
And the person who buys it just drills a tiny bit further.
and strikes a massive vein of gold, literally 3 feet from where the first guy stopped.
Oof, talk about a cautionary tale, giving up right before the breakthrough.
Exactly. And this prayer, done consistently, is partly about building that energetic persistence, keeping your focus aligned so you don't metaphorically stop digging 3 feet from gold.
Okay, this is all making sense conceptually. Let's get practical. How does someone actually do this 21-second prayer effectively? What are the steps?
All right, step one. Find a quiet spot, somewhere you won't be disturbed for just a few minutes. Seriously, lock the door if you need to.
Undisturbed focus is key. Then what?
Get comfortable. Sit down, lie down, whatever works for you. Close your eyes, and then just breathe. Take a few slow, deep breaths. Let the mind quiet down.
Okay, setting the stage, calming the mental chatter.
Now, this next part is absolutely vital.
Mm.
You need to generate the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Not just thinking about it, but feeling it.
Feeling it as if it's already happened.
Yes. What would it feel like? Joy, gratitude, relief, peace. Really tap into that emotion. Let it fill you up. This is the engine.
So get into the emotional state first. Then what?
Then you vividly imagine it, see it in your mind's eye, engage your senses. What does it look like, sound like, feel like to have this reality now? Make it real internally.
Got it. Feel it, see it, and then the words.
Then while holding that feeling and that vision, you slowly, intentionally recite the affirmation for about 21 seconds. And here it is.
Okay.
I am so happy and grateful now that divine intelligence guides me, infinite abundance flows freely to me, and my deepest desires are manifesting beautifully in my reality.
Keep going.
I align myself completely with the energy of love, joy, and perfect success. I see clearly my desired reality. I feel the profound gratitude of its presence in my life right now.
Powerful stuff.
I release all doubt and embrace the absolute certainty that all I desire is mine, unfolding in perfect timing and perfect ways. I trust the process. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Wow. That covers a lot more. Guidance, abundance, desires, alignment, gratitude, certainty, trust.
It really does. It's designed to hit those keynotes. Now, after you finish reciting, don't just jump up.
What should you do?
Just pause for a few more moments. Stay in that feeling state. Let it soak in. Notice how you feel, any shifts in your energy. Then gently open your eyes.
And a reminder about consistency.
Crucial. Daily repetition. That's what rewires the subconscious, builds momentum. It's like watering that seed every single day.
And keep it quiet, especially at the start. Protect that belief.
Exactly. Let it get strong first.
So fundamentally, this prayer, this technique, it's really a tool, isn't it? A way to consciously direct that huge power Bob Proctor always said we have inside us.
Precisely. He truly believed we all have infinite potential just waiting for us to give it direction. This is one way to do that. A simple but potentially profound way.
Bringing your inner world, your focus, your feeling into alignment with the outer reality you want to create.
That's the essence of it.
So as you're listening to this, maybe just think, how does this land with you? What part of this conversation sparks something?
You know, we've both seen how powerful focused intention combined with that elevated emotion can be. We've seen it work for people.
Absolutely. It's not just theory. So maybe the invitation for you now is to just consider it.
Yeah. What's that one primary desire bubbling up for you right now? And more importantly, what's the feeling you associate with having it?
What's that core state you want to live in more often? Maybe just identify it. You could even declare it, just quietly to yourself.
Or maybe to one trusted person who you know will just hold that space for you. No judgment, just support.
And just remember that core message from Proctor's work. You have incredible power within you. You really do.
You're capable. You're deserving. Trust the process. Commit to trying something, even something small like this, and just be open. Be expectant for good things to start shifting.